To describe light wave or light ray, we need to describe energy measurement unit. First, in macro, big object world. Later in video we will see that light ray have similarity, but also have exception from the rule to describing energy quantity unit. Energy equals work and have same measurement unit, and work done by object pulling or pushing with constant force F by human, horse or machinery from point 0 by distance L is equal to. Additionally, equation is multiplied by cosine angle. This equation will be basis for all energy equals work equations from biggest to smallest objects. Rigid body potential energy in free fall is equal to potential energy when gravity force is constant depends only from a delta H potential difference between high potential minus low potential ground. Driving force of movement is Earth gravitation force. This rule is applied to all physics fields except light wave. We know that photon light particle have no mass, but speed of light, which is very, very fast. So this video will try to answer who is driving force of light and who pushes light through space. Because in all macro big objects is always some kind of driving force behind. From rigid body we go to micro world. Electron energy equals work equation definition. In moment time equals 0 seconds, electron lay on plate. By closing electric circuit, a uniform electric field was created with magnitude of such. Uniform means that one in which the electric field is constant at every point, and electric field maintaining constant voltage or potential difference delta U between them. Electric field magnitude equals to electric field force equals to work equal energy done by electric field by moving electron in distance d equals to. In particle physics, energy is measured in electron volts units, where 1 electron volt energy equals to potential energy equation of big rigid object and electron is similar and mirroring each other, where every member of equation mirroring each other, like mass mirroring electrons number n, g free fall acceleration constant mirroring electrons charge k constant, and height potential difference delta H mirroring voltage potential difference delta U. Potential elastic tension energy of rubber or spring equals to, where delta X is spring deformation distance. Driving force is property of elasticity described by Hooke's law. When object with elasticity is deformed by delta X, it wants to return to non-tension regular shape. In fluid mechanics, energy equals work done by volume expansion. In picture we have isobaric gas expansion process. Expansion work equals energy in this process is equal to driving force of this expansion is steady heating by outside heating source. Example, open flame. Hydrodynamic Bernoulli equation where a pressure unit converted to water hydrostatic height. Driving force can be gravitation force of Earth via altitude height difference for fluids, Also external driving force of pump for fluids or ventilator for gases. In all energy equals work equation pattern repeats. Energy magnitude depends from one variable, and that is potential difference of length, voltage, volume, height, when our members of equation stay constants. Before investigation of electromagnetic waves, first we look how energy magnitude depends to sound waves by investigating loudspeaker or woofer working principle. In picture is shown very simplified loudspeaker device made of casing and vibrating membrane or diaphragm, which produces sound waves. And membrane vibration driving force is magnetic voice coil mechanism, which converts electric signals into membrane vibration. Simplified equation very similar to expanding gas energy equation, but waves has extra variable frequency, so instead energy unit we solve power unit watt of sound waves. Power of sound and pressure wave depends from two variables: frequency, loudspeaker distance, displacement L. When we have constant frequency spectrum from loudspeaker, we assume that sound pressure stays constant, and we left only with one variable, membrane displacement value L. And this L variable represents sound intensity potential or amplitude. If you wonder why sound amplification wheel or digital indicator bar in English language called volume, answer is because loudspeaker membrane cannot change frequency of melody pitch. If melody will be speed up or slow down, it will change all melody sound. But by changing L amplitude or volume displacement magnitude, we increase or decrease sound intensity dash volume. Same comparison can be applied to car efficiency of internal combustion engine. By comparing equal engine rotation per minute frequency, equal diameter d of cylinder or piston, only different stroke path of piston amplitude L will be variable, which will have different result to engine torque magnitude. I want to emphasize mainly frequency in classical mechanics. It will be important in investigation of light waves because higher sound frequency waves have high energy value compared to lower frequency. This fact will be true and to electromagnetic waves as light. In transition from classical mechanics to light electromagnetic waves, we will prove that amplitude of electromagnetic waves always stays constant by investigating diffraction effect. Diffraction refers to various phenomena that occur when a wave encounters an obstacle or a slit. It is defined as the bending of waves around the corners of an obstacle or aperture. X-rays crystallography science, a field of studying of solid chemical elements and alloys geometrical crystal structure by using property of X-ray waves, the diffraction pattern. Because their wavelength lambda is typically the same order of magnitude as the spacing d between planes in the crystal. To produce significant diffraction, the spacing between the scatterers and the wavelength of the hitting wave should be similar in size. Not amplitude, but wavelength size depends if light will be scattered by obstacle. This short wave X-ray diffraction property allows to discover double helix shape of DNA molecular structure. From this property that light waves energy not depend from amplitude, we make conclusion that amplitude must be non-dimensional unit 1. All pure mathematics is about radius. Especially famous is unit radius Pythagoras theorem for circle, but the unit used for convenience reasons. Electromagnetic radius amplitude unit is real thing. This non-dimensional unit radius amplitude solves couple of problems. First, when we get that energy conservation law of closed energetic system equal to non-dimensional unit 1 or 100%, single ray of light or quanta particle also have non-dimensional unit 1 or 100% energy radius. And this energy have conservation law too. Second, only frequency will describe one wave from another. This unit amplitude measurement only works for light waves and electrons, atoms, molecules, sound waves, additionally on amplitude change. So we have big deviation from classical mechanics. So we must get symmetry if y-axis amplitude is non-dimensional, so and x-axis must be non-dimensional, and here is proof. As we know, frequency and length equals to angle theta is absolute time and absolute wavelength and frequency. As we know, 2 pi is circle length constant, and one rotation angular frequency is also 2 pi. We get that electromagnetic wave frequency is similar to inverse wavelength, and this dual tandem gives space-time continuum. I know, no fourth dimension, no multiverse, and no time travel. If we know numerically only one value of these two, we automatically can solve another value. We can use universal non-dimensional angle theta. This angle have more information compared to time in seconds units, because sine and cosine function maximum peaks and minimum values happens at special constant pi values, which helps solve physics problems to diffraction, interference, and light polarization. So, energy of electromagnetic waves only similar and proportional to frequency. Now amplitude or vibration displacement height have impact to energy electromagnetic wave value magnitude. That is all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.